some call it cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher and the exclamation point on that drive. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner!
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. inside the running back and leave it with him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Back to pass. It's Chester. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. There's the pressure. The throw to the outside is complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They just keep firing. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first down from the 13-yard line. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. Stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy's dangerous with his legs.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fights off a defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
They punted away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Chester. Looking to scramble. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Inside the 30. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Leaves it with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Chester. Trying to set up the screen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This time he's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Sooners want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your...
Sneaks it in.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Gets it past the marker. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Commodores will have it first and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Commodores will punt this one away.
Return runs out of bounds.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Chester. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job.
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a man. It's Chester. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end down the gut. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. To the air, it's Chester. just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Touchdown Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Purdue. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Perkins. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the Commodores line up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Chester. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Defense in press coverage. Looking for a man, it's Perkins. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It'll be third and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Point will tack another one onto this lead. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
To the air, it's Perkins. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on. There he goes. Mooney ruins the big gator with a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And the Sooners have a chance to make their defense's work productive as they come to the line. RPO complete to open the drive. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Chester. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's third and goal and third and long. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from
Tons of room in the middle. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.